Today I want to talk about emotions. So many times, and in different contexts, we grow up listening to people giving the impression that feeling and expressing emotions is somehow bad. This happens in several ways. For example, when someone is crying, many of us have this instinct of saying, "Don't cry." For some reason, we are not showing the capacity of allowing that person to express their sadness or frustration. Another example is when someone is laughing out loud or playing or being very enthusiastic about something. Others may tend to say, "When will this person grow up?" Somehow, that seems to be disturbing for those who follow some type of rule of not expressing themselves that much. Also, when someone is in love and fully express it, others may react as if that person suddenly has some sort of weakness that has to be quickly rationalized and brought to earth. Otherwise, they may be seen as crazy. Also, when people show their deep emotions related to a particular situation, despite its complexity, others may react by saying, "You're too sensitive." We people tend to stop or to avoid others' expressions when we can't handle them. And this happens a lot towards children because adults often see them as fragile beings and therefore more controllable. In the end, this is just a projection of our inability to feel our own emotions and express them freely. Why would we tell someone not to cry, not to laugh, not to play, or not to love? What is the point of that? That is the same as saying, "Don't be that wonderful being that you are. Instead, be this inanimate being that I want you to be." Some way, we ended up believing that the less we feel or show up our feelings, the stronger we are, and this couldn't be further from the truth. It is so important that we feel and express our emotions at whatever level it is required, because they show us in what state we are in each moment, and they guide us throughout our path. We are not supposed to hold on to our feelings and emotions, but we are not supposed to suppress them either. We are supposed to feel what we have to feel, and it is this natural process of feeling that allows our emotions to flow and go their way in order to make space to what comes next. When we don't do this, and because we can't stop feeling, we suppress our emotions and become ashamed of what we feel, hiding whatever we feel for being afraid of other people's reactions. Because of this, we may create blockages. Then we carry a baggage of repressed emotions with us, and we unconsciously project them in unhealthy ways at any opportunity that we have, such as through projections of anger, anxiety, sadness, desperation, or any destructive behavior. And this can become so chronic that it becomes us, our way of being, our personality. It's not that we have a button that we can turn on and off, depending if we want or don't want to feel. We are these beings of many capacities, and one of them is to feel. That is always with us, no matter what happens. If we want to live in a happy state of being, we have to allow ourselves to feel without judging. When we judge, we contract ourselves. We find forms of escaping, and then we suppress everything. It's by feeling and recognizing our feelings that we can regulate our vibration, elevating ourselves if we are in a low frequency, or maintaining ourselves in a high frequency if we are already there. Acknowledging emotions means that we validate, we accept, and we embrace what we or others feel. And from that, we can manage whatever is happening, knowing that the direction is always that of who we are, unconditional love. And this by itself takes us away from the illusion of being disconnected from Source. So today, whatever I feel, I allow it to be and to come out naturally, in a healthy and balanced way. I recognize how precious my emotions are, and I am so grateful that I am able to feel. I won't cover my smile, or hold back my tears, or judge my love. Instead, I open my heart, and I see for myself that strength doesn't come from hiding feelings. Strength comes from surrendering and allowing myself to be vulnerable. And when I do this, I am free.